Stadium. We've got a top 25 showdown in this one. Both teams with an opportunity to get a statement victory. It's the Florida Gators and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, doing college football's premier teams preparing to square off. It's the Florida Gators and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, checking in with the Gators head coach before the game. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Gators ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. from the gun to give, looking for room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. They'll go play action with Mack. Complete. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Mack. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. That's reeled in. It's Rodgers. Got a lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line. Return before he stopped. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Jones to throw. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, and those corner routes are tough to throw for an offense. You try to force it, in between coverage a lot of times, and you could tell it was great defense. Nice job getting a hand in the air, getting it on the football, and making sure that receiver can't make a play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Handoff ball running left. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Working the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least...
Here's a little room. Just plow moving ahead. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Gators back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He wants it all. Touchdown Gators! On the sideline, got it in the end zone.
What a throw by the QB. You think about it, you don't have much space near the sideline, and he put that thing right on the outside of the sideline where his receiver could go make a play. Not only does he make the play, I'm pretty sure he got a foot in bounds, and that's a great touchdown catch. What a playmaker.
He'll bring it out. It's Scott. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Tide ready to roll on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Austin Mack throws for the tight end. Pulls it in. It's Edwards. Tackled at the 25, but they get out of jail with a 15-yard pickup. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, you know, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, if you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Back to pass, it's Mack. They're working that left side. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Mack from the gun on third down. Stepping to the right. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
Motion from the wide receiver. Mack to throw for it on fourth. He just threw it away and couldn't find a man, and I guessed at least he saved a few yards of field position.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Over the middle, complete to Wilson. And he's brought down after a nice game. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. In the red area, it's Wall. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Got it behind the line. It's Wilson. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Pressure coming. Buried before he could blink.
On third and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the fourth down.
And it's no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Throwing Mack. With the catch, it's Rodgers. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Flying down the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bama! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Got a man. It's Brown. Across the 25. He's got room. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
Off the play fake on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Trying to escape and get it himself. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Bug, meat, windshield. Ouch. You cannot make a living as a quarterback taking those kind of hits. Nice job scrambling, getting the first down. Let's not do too many more of those.
The run inside. It's Pryor. Picks up the first down. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. Running through contact. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Here he comes with the return. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Jones wants to throw it. Wilson open on the right side. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. He'll take that completion.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Soft spot in the middle. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Singleton. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Moving out to the right. Dumps it to the back. This time on target. At the 20, he's got space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. It's ball. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. They think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The throw. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And right down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside. It's Hill. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Mack. Quick quickly complete. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout in second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. From the gun on third down, it's Mack. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. Makes the catch and he's free. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They generate
just steamrolling the defense. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Alabama quickly back to the line. Going to the run, it's Hill. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Jones to throw. Safe completion on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here at the first drive of the second.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Jones wants to throw it. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. The Tide crowd wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Looking left, and he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Touchdown time! The defense takes matters into its own hands. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quick, right?
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Ball again. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Facing a 3rd down is short from the 26. The play action fake. Makes the grab on the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. Jones to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Inside the 40. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Fires to the right. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
And keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
There we go, defense. That's the play you needed to have. All night long, you've been giving up big ones to this offense. That's why you're in the position you're in right now, down by multiple possessions. But finally, they come away with their first sack.
Hey, kill it, kill it. 180, race car. 180, race car. Stat.
Mack from the gun on third down. Firing to the right, complete. Turning it on! And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play.
2-14 close. Ready. Black 14.
Austin Mack. Working the middle, it's complete. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Alabama pushing the tempo. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Looking to throw, it's Mack. Here comes the Heat. Got a man in the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. So an 82-yard drive there, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect... There he goes! That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
Here's Jaden one more time. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the second and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a third down.
Snagged out of the air. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Handoff for Ball. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
Off the boot, looking for his man. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Jackson. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss and put the offense in a bind.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Here's a throw downfield late. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback.